Hello everyone, it's Carbs here, and today we're going to talk about Ben's Brush 2.1. So we've added a couple new selection modes as far as the brush and the color selection. So I wanted to make a video to go over that that goes along with the update for the tool. To update, all you have to do is download the new Aseprite extension file, double click on it, or you can click and drag it onto the window. If you've not seen Ben's Brush before, I'll go ahead and put the 2.0 overview video down in the description below. That kind of goes over all of the little details and all of the creation of the brush set and the rotated brush set and different things that you can do with the brushes. But today we're going to focus on just the selection mode and the color selection mode, which are the new features for 2.1. Once you get it installed and everything is up and going, it should still be in the same spot, Edit Ben's Brush, and that'll go ahead and open the main interface. If you go to keyboard shortcuts, just make sure that your hotkeys are set, and you'll see it down here, Ben's Brush, Next Brush, and Previous Brush, and then that should be good to go. Yeah, I've got mine set to page up and page down. I feel like that is pretty good for Next Brush and Previous. Okay, so let me open up the this brush set example here, which was actually this user here was the one that kind of initiated this this feature request. They were looking for a way to keep the foreground color, which is the whatever color you have selected, while using a brush. And I guess I can show that now. So we'll go ahead and make a brush set real quick, so I can show off that feature. We'll go ahead and we'll set the brush size, and then we can also select some brushes. Create brush set. There we go. So now this will swap between these different brushes here. So previously, the way that this worked was if you selected a color, a different color, it would change the brush to that color. But then if you select the next or previous brush, it would just go back to whatever the texture was and kind of get rid of the color. So with that, this user here had requested a new feature, which is this keep foreground color. So now when you select a color, it will go ahead and keep the color when you switch brushes. So now this will go ahead and keep the foreground color while we switch brushes. And that's super useful. So now if we switch to a different color, you see that we have, we're getting a different color here. Pretty cool. Okay, so if we switch back into normal mode, this is the existing Ben's Brush 2.0 functionality, right? So just switching back and forth between the next and the previous brushes here. And so one of the new selection modes, you'll notice that the is random brush is now missing. So it's in the brush selection mode under random brush. I found that having multiple selection modes just makes more sense to have the drop down instead of a bunch of checkboxes. So so now when we do our brush, it will pick a random brush from the selection that we had. So that's pretty cool. Let's see here. We'll go back to normal for a second. And that's that. So the keep current brush, this next setting here, this here, you'll notice that as I'm clicking the button to change the brush, it doesn't actually change. And that doesn't seem super useful, but with the color selection modes, this is where the keep current brush is good. So if we go to random color palette, this is going to go ahead and select a random color from our palette. So now we can switch our brush and it'll go ahead and change to a random color, right? without changing the brush. And we could, of course, go to normal and switch between the next brush and the previous brush, also using a random color from the palette. Or we could even use the random brush, and it'll also do a random color and a random brush. But if you want to just keep the same brush and maybe do some fun things like this, where you're kind of like blobbing them on top of each other, I don't know, it's kind of fun. So you could do something like that and whatnot. And then this last color selection mode here is random color defined. So this right here is if you only want a certain selection of random colors. So let's say if we wanted these 4 colors here and only these 4 colors, we can go ahead and select them and hit set random colors. So now whenever we switch brushes, it's only going to pick between those 4 colors when it randomly picks. Likewise, we can do we can click on these and hold Control and select colors that are not next to each other. So you see you've got different colors. Now I'll go ahead and do this. So now when I do my random brush, it's only going to select from those colors, which is pretty cool. And we can also just remove these as well. And I don't know what happens if there's no colors. Looks like it just keeps the current brush. Okay, interesting. So yeah, that is essentially the new features in Ben's Brush 2.1, the brush selection mode and the color selection mode. So I've also updated the help and info section as well with the YouTube overview video. Most likely that's going to point to the 2.0 video, and then Ben's Brush, the itch page as well. So there'll of course be a link to this video in this, probably in the description of this one, or maybe like the first pinned comment with the new selection modes. At some point, maybe I will re-record kind of like a whole overview of the tool, including those modes. It'd be pretty cool. But yeah, anyways, so let me know what you guys think of this, the new features, and if you run into any issues or anything at all, definitely let me know, and I will try and fix it up. As always, the tool is available over on each.io. Anyways, so yeah, go pick it up over there. And thank you so much for checking out my video, and you know, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support on the tool. These things definitely take a while to make, and I'm glad that people are watching them and they're helpful. So and using the tools, of course, which are equally helpful. So yeah. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the next video. Yeah. Bye.